Fuck, marry, kill. Santa Claus, Mariah Carey, or Jesus?
Well, I'm already married to Jesus. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, right.
Who was your friend that we bumped into on the walk back from my place?
Dude, we just came back from your place. You helped me with some video stuff. And there's a dude that he's a young kid, he's a black kid, hangs out at the construction site 2 doors down from me. They're fixing this house.
Yeah.
I did not have, I have a thing with when I don't have my glasses, recognizing faces.
Okay.
There was another dude.
No, I was just curious. I didn't know who the guy was.
Right, how far was the guy away from us? I would say he was about quarter mile.
I would say about 10 yards.
10 yards. All right. In all fairness, 10 yards. But I thought it was that dude. He had the same kind of outfit on. The more I talk about this, it's going to seem so bad.
Okay.
And I went up and I'm like, what's up, dude? And when we got really close, I was like, oh, shit, it's not that guy.
But do you know what a nice guy that guy was?
He was like, hey, how are you?
He said, I'm cold, man. And he still pounded you up.
He did. He was very cool. And whoever you are, I apologize. He might even work on that site.
Yeah.
Because he was like in the spot the dude hangs out, and I saw him walk up from it. I thought he was smiling at both of us. Like, that's how bad my eyesight is from that far.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Things get blurry. Faces get blurry, Ray. Okay?
Blurry faces.
Blurry faces.
Oh,
that's all it is.
That's all it was.
I don't like your tone, Ray.
I don't have a tone. Was that a Copland line? Why do you always say my name like you're in Copland? like you're Ray Liotta in Copland.
Oh, the guy's name is Ray Donnelly. And yeah.
That's like a mixture of our two names, Ray Donnelly.
Like Donnelly and Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Donnelly.
I
don't know, dude. I'm fucking
a little bit.
It's a reach, dude. Okay, whatever, man.
Well,
it doesn't
thanks for
matter.
calling me racist immediately. I haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
I didn't call you racist.
Well, you did. You inferred it, or you implied it. I don't know what would apply in this situation, imply or infer. But I inferred that you were implying that I was racist.
I also don't think that makes anybody racist.
It doesn't. But you really had that. That was very.
No, I didn't. I was just curious. I didn't know who the guy was. It seemed like you were very friendly with him.
Well, we've been setting up for the podcast for about 20 minutes. Out of curiosity, why didn't you ask me when the mics were not on?
I just thought about it. It just hit me. I mean, I've been busy prepping, what I was going to say and prepping the podcast and trying to, trap you at the beginning of the episode was what I was trying to do. I was setting a trap.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you nailed it.
Yeah, right. Son of a bitch.
Sean, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I hope everybody that listens to the podcast had a great Thanksgiving. And I'm fat, and my GERD has officially taken a turn for the weird.
The tongue thing I've had, the burning tongue.
My tongue feels so weird right now. It's getting a little better because I've been eating.
Did you do the
bland foods?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I've been eating like I had that parfait, which was a little spicy, as far as had some fruits in it, a little bit of granola.
You know who doesn't take off for the holidays? Acid reflux and GERD.
Wow.
You think it would take a break for
the
holidays?
True. And they just keep on coming.
Yeah, that's when that rears its ugly head because you're having all sorts of foods. Maybe some Italian. I have Italian food.
You had Italian food during the?
Yeah. Well, yeah, not on Thanksgiving, but yeah, I had Italian food.
You know what I had the day after Thanksgiving? Fucking buffalo chicken pizza.
Yeah, that equals burning tongue. That's exactly right.
And then for the Steeler game, I had buffalo wings.
Yeah, buffalo sauce. Is there anything better than buffalo sauce?
No, it's the best.
It's the best.
But I do this thing where once I'm already like my goal is because I have been eating better. I was like, I'm gonna eat right until Thanksgiving. Right. And the day after Thanksgiving, it's back on the wagon of, eating good, eating clean, trying to take care of myself. But no, not Ray. Ray doesn't think that way. I'm like, well, if I already fucked up yesterday, I'll do it today. And then it snowballs.
I had the same thing, dude. Yeah, I have it with, I drank 2 days in a row for that Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving. I did shows and I had drinks afterwards where I should have just taken one of those days off.
Dude, boozing? Wednesday night, me and Natalie bought 2 12-packs of this Happy Dad's hard seltzer. Yeah. It's like a new hard seltzer that just came to
I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
Beer distributors in Pittsburgh. It's and we grabbed a banana flavor and a grape flavor because those aren't common flavors that you see with seltzers. And we were like, oh, we'll have them for today and we'll have them for Thanksgiving tomorrow. We drank all 24.
Holy shit.
No.
In one night?
There were 2 left the next day, and my mom had 1.
Wow.
And
So 10 apiece, basically.
I had like 14.
Wow.
Or like 12 at least.
And you, dude, and I know we already said this.
And she said she was like, I never drink like that. Like as far like she's like I get drunk off like 4 White Claws.
They just easily went down.
They were just
and then probably not as much alcohol.
Firing down. It says 5%, but you never know what to believe with those sugar alcohols.
But also, if you want that burning tongue, well, there you go. That plus Buffalo plus whatever else.
Yeah.
There you go. That when you said that, it's like 14 of those things. That is Carbonation City, my friend.
I think Burning Tongue sounds like a lame version of Burning Man. You going to Burning Tongue?
It's just a makeout party in some creep's basement. But he puts on fish. I almost said the fish.
He puts on the fish.
What am I, my mom talking about TV shows? I'm gonna watch the Judge Judy's.
She said that?
She says I'm gonna watch my program. My mom programs. She was like my more than the. It's not the. That's like kind of the trope one. My mom will go my soap opera, like whatever the soap opera she likes. It's my this or my Judge Judy.
Almost like my stories.
My stories. Yeah, exactly. So the other thing my mom does. We talked about this a little bit. I said I was going to try to make it as a bit, but I might as well say it on the podcast. Yeah. I know, like you said, a good thing. You're like, you don't need the news anymore, and I know about inflation because my mom's only mode of conversation is to talk about how much different things cost. Things she's doing, things she's not doing, things she'll never do in her life. Like full on, she was like, we went bowling. I didn't bowl, but $75 a person. $75. I'm like, but you didn't bowl. You didn't spend the $75. Yeah, but still. So you're just it's like FOMO missing out on spending a lot of cash.
It's so funny that she's pissed off that other people pay that.
Well, yeah, it's like she's a very empathetic woman. Yeah. And she cares a lot. And it was like, my sister and my cousin and then they went and she goes, Can you believe that? And I'm like, yeah, I've been to a bowling alley on Saturday night. I can definitely believe that. They just jack up the prices. That's a supply and demand, especially these days. Bowling alley, they're not like a base. It's not a base structure.
No,
I'm surprised it's not $1,000 to be honest.
Dude, you did something before we started today that was kind of like old man-esque. Where you were complaining about the quality of clothing places now, how they've went down in quality.
I did. You're right.
Yeah.
But I was 100% right. And also, you agreed with me.
No, that's what I'm saying. I do. My thing now is
it is an old man thing.
I've been doing it with quality of fast food. I'll say stuff like, remember when McDonald's was actually good? And it's like, was it?
I still tell tales about a McDonald's I went to in Indianapolis. I think I told you about this. I must have told you. About it. And then when it went at like 1 in the morning, it was hopping, and it was like so much turnover. It was like back in the day, 90s McDonald's, where it was like amazing. Dude, don't get me wrong.
Quality has decreased.
It definitely has decreased. Yeah, 100%.
And stuff got smaller.
Did it get smaller?
Dude, if you go to a Wendy's, their junior bacon cheeseburger used to be able to like have
a regular burger,
like that and fries, and be kind of like fine, like at lunch. And now it's like a fucking like a slider.
Well, Taco Bell used to be you would get like real actual chicken on the I would get soft tacos, and it'd be now you get it, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. Is that like what they give astronauts when they go up to a space shuttle?
You do remember when Taco Bell kind of came out and admitted it?
They were
like,
shitty.
Hey, we've been offering D-grade meat for the last 10 years.
We're like, so come to the cantina and pay triple.
Yeah.
Taco Bell cantina.
Have a beer so you can wash down that shit. D-grade meat with an ice cold Corona. Well, they
choke down the shit with a Modelo.
Dude, they had nobody was better, and we may have talked about it on the show before, but nobody was funnier than Domino's. Do you remember when their whole campaign was like,
we're gonna get better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really dug it.
Really?
Because I think it's like, also from what I understand, the guy who owns it, I don't know if this is still the case or not, I don't know if he sold it, but isn't the thing where the owner like gives a large majority of Domino's profits to charity?
Oh, that's nice.
Like they still make money, I think, but this guy I think he's so wealthy that he uses Domino as a way to like pay out charity.
I kind of like that, but I also thought it was ridiculous that they were like, 60% of our sauce used to be dog's blood. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's
We're
truth,
now using 100% real cheese.
there's truth in business and too much truth in business.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where it's like, hey, some of this there's a certain amount of knowledge the public has of the crappiness they're eating that they're okay with. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you go beyond the pale with it, where you're like, I can't, it's not even edible, that's when people start going, what the hell, Domino's? But if you just would have left it like, oh, this is so good, and there's so much butter and sugar in this crust, and then this cheesy bread is amazing, but I know how bad it is. It's 1,500 calories for a thing, like that, maybe whatever it is. That's when. But then when you go, when the quality of that even gets shitty, then it's like, well, what are you doing? Bring back. It already was bad. Why are you making bad worse?
Well, you know what
It was like good bad, like a good bad movie.
With those stories that have come out, like you've heard them, where they said, like the one good example is that Subway's bread, they were like, their bread is made out of yoga mats. It's basically like eating a yoga mat. And
that was said. I
think the truth of it is that there are some ingredients that they use in their bread to make their bread puffier, or like, like more preserved,
buoyancy, whatever.
Buoyancy, yes, that they put in yoga mats. But I don't think you're necessarily eating like a fucking yoga mat. But the story, like they jump from like A to R.
Yeah, because they want to get people clicking on it.
Yeah.
But also, real quick about Subway, I am a staunch anti-Subway person.
Oh, I'm a Subway guy.
You know what always did it for me? Even back in the day, if you're from New York...
You don't like that they fired Jared. Is that your big issue?
It's called, I just think I had a case. But if you're from New York...
The guy like to goof around.
You live in New York, you should never go to Subway. It's shitty. It's one of these things where... Even back in the night, their bread has always smelled the same. I knew something was up with the bread the minute I smelled it. It smells like chemicals.
Yeah, I won't go here, but if I'm on the road, I think it's a nice, like, safe choice sometimes. Because it's not fast food where it's going to make me S my P's in my car, but it's quick, and it's usually half decent. I don't feel that awful after eating like a 6-inch, like... or even a foot long. A foot long I could handle, but, you got to order the right stuff.
You do. I'd like to get to the sections because, full disclosure for the show, we're on one bar on our recorder and we want to get things done.
Well, let me start with an Is This Weird?
Okay. Oh, yeah, perfect, because it's still,
Is This Weird? It's caused a big controversy on Sunday at my brother's house when I told them how I wipe my ass. And they shamed the absolute fuck out of me. And to the point where, like, I might have to... Like, I've been doing this for 10 years now. When I was younger, probably, like, the first, like, 20-some years of my life, I used to wipe my ass standing. So stand up, kind of, like, bend a little bit and wipe my ass.
Right. Yeah.
Then what I started doing is going 5-hole.
Like 5-hole the mouse? 5-hole?
5-hole.
I thought you meant 5-hole from...
No, like hockey. Like,
what's that? Like, what do you mean?
Like, in between my legs.
And then
hand in between my legs to wipe my ass.
Reaching from the front.
Like, sitting on the toilet, hand in between my legs. With
toilet
paper on it.
Right, okay.
Ass like that.
Not back behind. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I do. And they said that they were, like, mortified.
No, here's the thing. I think that's the proper way to do it. Because I think there's...
5-hole.
Yeah, I don't know why you call it 5-hole.
I think it's what they call it in hockey.
If you get, like, it comes
between
through
the
your
legs.
legs. Oh, okay. So
you mean like this? Like, look at me. This
I
is
know,
what
I
do.
I can picture it. So it's like...
I'm going like this.
Yeah. That's because, when you have a lot of leftover situation, I think that's where it's coming from. Because that section that you're starting with, for lack of, so we can talk about it in these terms, is untouched or doesn't get as touched. So you're actually smart. I'm a one cheek up, it's still from behind, but then I find myself, but I'll use wipes as much as I can.
They say they do a lean. They all do a lean.
Yeah, I do a lean.
And then my brother called me a lazy shitter because he said I'm not doing a lean.
Oh, that's lazier than 5-hole because you're standing up for 5-hole.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
I'm staying sitting and I'm reaching my hand in that hole.
Oh, I see.
to
So
wipe my ass that way.
and
and then
I still think it's better.
At the end, I do one wipe standing to make sure everything's kosher.
Of course.
And then I get on out of there. Now, what they were saying is they were like, so were you like washing your wrist? Is your hand ever hitting the toilet? What do you do with your balls? There's all these questions arose.
It was like a congressional hearing.
It really was. I like beer.
The gentleman from the state of Pennsylvania. How far does your hand go into the toilet when you?
Now, are you lifting your balls to the left or the right? And
I will say, not just because you're my buddy, I will say I don't see an issue with that. I think it's the same. It's the same strategy as the lean, because instead of when I was a kid, I would do the same thing. You'd stand up and do it, but then what you don't realize is you're not covering as much surface area. It's a lot more work, because you like once you get up from that sitting position, there could be a bigger mess if you know what I'm saying. Like it's like you're getting into an issue.
And you know what my argument
you're
was
doing,
too?
You're starting from ground zero. That's what you're doing.
That's
you're
what I'm saying.
You're starting from the ground zero of your
I'm
asshole.
Full spread.
That shit was 2 planes going into the World Trade Center. and you were part of the cleanup. You're doing the cleanup. George Bush, when you're done with your type of wiping, George Bush comes with a mission accomplished banner on an aircraft carrier.
Dude, but and I got a better spread. I'm spread over there, man.
Yeah, spread. You need to spread for the 5-hole situation they're talking about. Okay, we can't talk about wiping the whole time because it grosses me out.
Slide over just a tad towards me.
Okay, am I not on here?
You get in here. No, you are, but I just wanted you in a little more.
Thank you so much.
Okay, but that's it. So then, verdict is, it's not weird.
According to me, it's not. It's the same logic as the lean. It's just that you're doing it from a better spot. It's actually better. I just never done that because I was like, to get used to it would be weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. So your buddy says no. I think we can poll people, but you might get the algorithm
kind of a weird poll.
might throw us out the window. All right, so here I'd like to do the list. We have sections.
We got some time. Yeah.
We got some.
So would you like me to set the timer? And you?
Yeah, you want. All right, so So here's the thing. I'll give you. This will be this. It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
I can set the timer.
Okay. 2 minutes on the clock. And this is a segment that we started last week. Last week's episode titled "Same Jerks, New Segments." You like that? Same Jerks, New Segments, where we added an element of 6 Degrees of Separation, also known as 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, where Sean and I, both movie fans, try to link actors.
But this one's going to be one of the list rounds.
Based on the movies, and then we also have lists where we have to name certain things in a certain amount of time. Like last week, I asked Sean to name 10 Mark Wahlberg movies in a minute and a half, and he named about 2.
That's not true.
And what am I doing here in 2 minutes?
So I'm going to start it.
Okay.
I'm going to say you're going to have 2 minutes to name. I'll make it 10. It shouldn't be that bad. This is really. I'm being nice to you.
Okay.
The Wahlberg one was nice too. That's why I'm doing it. But it was like 7 movies. But this should be easier than the Wahlberg thing. I need 2 minutes to give me 10 movies. You ready to go? 10 movies about sports. Go.
Miracle, Remember the Titans, Hoosiers, Air Bud, Invincible, The Fighter, Rocky, Raging Bull, Creed, and the Replacements.
God damn it.
It's 10. I love sports and I love movies, and they made 3,000 boxing movies. I could have said Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so I should have been like named 30 movies. I was trying to be nice. But good job.
Thank
15
you.
seconds you got
15
that.
seconds. There we go.
See, I'm a friendly contest guy.
I am a friendly contest guy too.
It's a new segment.
I said
on the
name
show.
10 fucking Mark Wahlberg movies, and you didn't even get The Departed.
I'm bad under pressure, I think.
Oh.
Should I do another one, another list one?
Yeah, let's do another list one. I could do another list one if you have it.
Well, I have to make sure I know the answer. I don't have the question, but I can do. How about we do this? I have 3 different.
Well, no, the answer. I don't know every Mark Wahlberg movie. I was just kind of taking your word for it.
Oh no, everything I said was right. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it.
No, I know it was.
All right, now let's do the connections. I have a few different connections, and
so
I know
connections. This is our version of the 6 Degrees of Separation, which is basically just stealing 6 Degrees of Separation.
Okay, so this one I'm going to start with. Okay, so you're gonna. How much do we give for each 6 Degrees of Separation?
I think I give 90 seconds on the clock.
90 seconds. Okay.
But don't quote me on that. I hate being quoted. I do.
Okay. So, this one's going to be a little bit tough. It's going to be tougher.
Okay.
You're going... Here, let me go.
Okay, just give me the two people and I'll link them.
You ready?
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon
Okay.
and Gary Oldman.
Reese Witherspoon and Gary Oldman. Reese Witherspoon was in Walk the Line with Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix was in Gladiator with Russell Crowe.
Okay.
Russell Crowe was in Body of Lies with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
Who was in Inception with Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Tom Hardy was in The Dark Knight Rises with Gary Oldman.
Okay. Nice job. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd I get it in? Oh.
What was that? 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
49 seconds. There's a quicker way to go.
Oh, what was it?
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon was in a movie with Gary Oldman.
No.
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon is in... This is the one I thought in my head. She was in Sweet Home Alabama with Josh Lucas.
Yes.
Josh Lucas was in American Psycho with Christian Bale. Christian Bale was in Dark Knight with
Gary Oldman.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, I got a couple other ones.
Okay.
That was good. Really good
yeah.
job. All right, let me make sure I know. All right, so here we go. You're right. This one's kind of easy. We'll start again.
I'm going to be honest. I'm so much of a movie nerd that I'm pretty sure I used to do this in my head by myself when I was younger.
Oh yeah, I would play the game.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Okay.
You're gonna link Rachel McAdams and Gene Hackman. Go.
Okay. Rachel McAdams was in Wedding Crashers with Owen Wilson, and Owen Wilson was in a fucking movie with Gene Hackman, and I can't remember what it was. Fuck. Owen Wilson was in. Oh man! Oh, shit.
Okay, I'll give you a thing.
Wait, no, I'll
Okay.
get this. I'll get this. Owen Wilson was in.
Want me to give you a hint?
Nah. Okay. Gene Hackman was in goddamn everything. Owen Wilson was in.
You, all right, because you didn't help me last time, but you kind of I think.
Okay, no. Rachel McAdams was in Wedding Crashers with Christopher Walken.
Okay.
Christopher Walken was in
26
Christ.
seconds on the clock.
Christopher Walken was in Pulp Fiction with
10 seconds. You were on the right track,
really
dude.
falling apart.
You were on the right track. You had it originally. 3 seconds.
Gene Hackman
2,
was in that one movie
1.
I can't remember with Owen Wilson. What was it?
Royal Tenenbaums. Really easy.
Bitch. That's gonna make me so mad. Do you know what I was trying to get to?
What?
Will Smith, Enemy of the State with Gene Hackman.
Oh yeah, you could have done.
Which is a great movie. I'm fucking furious.
You know who's in that? Jack Black's in that. Seth Green's in that. So have you had something there?
Son of a shit.
See, it sucks, right?
Yeah, I'm so mad.
Now there's another easy one, but it sounds like it'd be hard.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is I couldn't think. All right. This is a pretty easy one, and you'll probably get it.
Yeah.
This will be a redeemer. You ready?
Yeah.
Zac Efron and Joe Pesci.
Zac Efron was in Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro was in Casino. Did you see Dirty Grandpa?
No.
It is
Ooh.
awful.
No, keep going. Wrong.
What?
What was he in with him?
Zac Efron was in Dirty Grandpa.
Nope.
Bad Grandpa? No, I think it was Dirty Grandpa.
Is it Dirty
I
Grandpa?
think Bad Grandpa is the Jackass movie.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I screwed that up. All right, sorry.
Motherfucker.
Look at your eye.
Any more? Or is that it?
So
Because then I have something prepared for you.
I have one more.
Okay.
But I forget how I got to it.
I could. We'll see how it goes.
There was a path, and then we can do it.
Okay.
What I had a movie in mind that he did that. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. Hold on one second. Wait.
You want me to get from Tony Danza to Donald Trump? Easy.
Oh, I know how I got there. You ready?
Okay.
This is a good one.
Okay.
There might be other paths, but here we go. Jason Biggs and Liam Neeson.
Ooh, Jason Biggs and Liam Neeson. Jason Biggs and Liam Neeson. Jason Biggs.
It's only a couple steps.
I might have to go a real roundabout way. Jason Biggs was in My Best Friend's Girl with Dane Cook. Dane Cook was in Mr. Brooks with Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner was in the Liam Neeson. He ain't in shit with people, man. That motherfucker. Kevin Costner was in that motherfucker. Kevin Costner.
30 seconds.
Okay.
Don't get stuck on
Kevin Costner was in Night Shift with Henry Winkler. Henry Winkler was in the Waterboy with Adam Sandler. Hold on, I'm going somewhere with this.
5 seconds.
Adam Sandler was in
so sorry.
I was pressed against time, so I was trying to think real outside the box, and what I was trying to get to was Anchorman 2.
Oh,
once I was
could have gone to a
moving.
Vince Vaughn. But they're not in a he's not in a Vince Vaughn. Who was the one you said right before? You said with Henry Winkler, but even that's limited.
I was trying to get. I know Henry Winkler's in comedies, and I tried to get somewhere to another comedy. And
do you want to know the easiest path? If I had to guess the easiest path,
what is it?
So Jason Biggs it's very quick. Is in American Pie with Shannon Elizabeth, and Shannon Elizabeth is in Love Actually with Liam Neeson.
See, I didn't know Liam Neeson was in that.
Love Actually?
I don't know much about Liam Neeson's career pre-Taken. I know he was in Schindler's List, and then he was in Taken, and then he made the news because he was hunting random black men to beat up.
Is that what the story was?
His friend's daughter was like assaulted by a black guy, so he was walking around London or Ireland, wherever the fuck he's.
He just said he wanted to. He was so upset he wanted to fight.
He was
guys
looking for a black bastard.
Yeah,
because I think they already got the guy in custody. He was just looking for a random dude to beat up.
He was just he was his manhood was messed with. I think that's
pissed.
what happened. And he was doing and he's of a certain age, and just like my mistake, racism came out. It was a wrong thing to say.
I think I would fuck Liam Neeson up.
I don't know, man. He's like older, and he does those stunts. And also, he's Irish. When those Irish guys,
he's Irish. Okay, he is Irish. Okay.
When those off the boat Irish guys, they're like have like secret strength. He's like
so
secret dad
pissed.
strength.
I went 1 out of 3.
His wife died in a skiing accident. And his girlfriend had that issue. He's got like a lot of Irish rage.
Yeah, all right, Liam Neeson. It would be a close fight.
All right, on to your
on to our finale here, right? This. Would you want to end with quick jerk or rapid fire questions?
Well, yeah. Let's end with that.
So we are fresh off of the Thanksgiving holiday.
We are,
and Christmas is already on the MFing brain. So I am going to do a Christmas themed rapid fire questions for you. This is going to be a thinking man's rapid fire questions. So I really need you to lock in, okay?
Okay.
I know you think that I try to trap you or that I'm trying to run a flim flam on you, and I'm not. These are going to be straight down the line, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good, and
you're saying
as long as
in the spirit of Christmas, there's going to be no trickery, no tomfoolery, no bamboozlement. It's just going to be straight up. One buddy asks another buddy questions.
Yeah, there'll be no tomfoolery.
What What are you looking at the camera for?
What?
I saw that look.
Oh. No, there will be no tomfoolery.
All right, let's try it out. Let's see
Okay.
what happens.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Ladies and
I hope
gentlemen.
so. For the sake of baby Jesus, I hope I am.
Welcome to the Quick Jerk. All right. All I Want for Christmas is
My two front teeth.
best Christmas song of all time.
Santa's Coming to Town by Bruce Springsteen.
Best Christmas movie of all time.
A Christmas Story.
What's the best thing that Tim Allen's ever done?
That Tim Allen's ever done?
Yes.
Sell cocaine. It's not Home Improvement. That show sucks.
Yeah.
It's probably... Oh, I know what it is. Galaxy Quest.
Okay, I thought it was the Santa Claus was what I was thinking.
Well, they don't have to be Christmas... Some of these answers aren't Christmas answers.
Are gift cards an offensive Christmas gift?
No, I don't think they are. I'd rather that sometimes than like... I don't mind it because then you get to pick out whatever you want. I'm not offended by gift cards by any means.
When should kids stop believing in Santa?
Dude, I think it's way younger than you. Like when you hear about kids that think Santa Claus is real up until like, you hear like, oh wait, when did you? I would say like 7 or 8 top 8.
Okay.
8 is old. When was it again that you?
Colin.
Oh God.
Colin Chamberlain said that he believed it till around 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade. Okay. If you were Santa,
That is egregious.
if you were Santa Claus, what would kids leave out for you?
Ooh, hopefully barbecue brisket. I don't know if it's easy for kids to make. Hey kids, well you're up for today.
Santa has a heart attack before he even gets to Germany. All right.
Hey, can you smoke this 16-hour brisket? Just for me, just so I can have a little bit of brisket.
What a pain in the ass. And can we get some double malt fucking... okay. Parody the chorus of these Christmas songs.
Okay.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
I saw you kissing Santa Claus under the P last night. The B last night. I don't know.
Okay. Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, cock.
Hilarious. Okay.
Is I saw Mommy fucking Santa Claus?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It could be.
There's no alliteration there.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus is coming in a crown.
Okay. Santa Claus is coming in a crown. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
That was really good, Sean. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's pretty good. Okay.
I'm excited to see what the real answers are.
Moving I love that he thinks I
And I
had
mean
answers.
queer like the real way. Like you don't know what
Name 3 gifts that would offend you.
3 gifts that would offend me. Somebody gave me. I think it was somebody gave me a book on time management once, and I was like, I did need it, but I was still like,
What the fuck?
I'd be like, what the fuck? I was a little
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? And then, probably anything like diet, anything where it's like, hey, fix your bad breath, like one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
That would because I don't think I have bad breath, and I make a point of it, like.
Name 3 gifts that would offend you. You said a book on time management, which is something that you received before. You said anything that had to do with your diet, and you have a 3rd.
Anything to do with my breath.
Anything to do with your breath.
So if they were like, it was like, hey, these are really good for bad breath, or this concoction is whatever it is. That would be, or like
Extra small condoms or something.
The book called dealing with a small penis as a middle-aged adult.
What's the best Christmas gift you ever received as a kid?
Oh man, it must have been we got my first dog we had was for Christmas when I was little, like 5.
Tony. What was his name?
No, Ginger.
Ginger.
It was a girl. Yeah.
Well, anywho, have you ever dressed up like Santa
Yes, multiple times.
for a lover?
For a lover. You mean in the bedroom?
Yes.
No.
In the boudoir. You never been a boudoir Santa?
Never been a boudoir Santa.
Okay. Promise?
Well, once I did, but it's not Santa. It's the Santa outfit that Lindsay Lohan wears in Mean Girls.
Oh.
Which is that dance. Does that count as Santa?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
I'm
then
counting it.
then I have. Okay.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Santa Claus, Mariah Carey, or Jesus?
Well, I'm already married to Jesus. So
Oh, wow.
So I gotta say married. I can't even though I'm not Mr. Religion, you can't do the other ones with Jesus. So marry Jesus. I would kill Santa. That'd be a cool movie plot. And then fuck Mariah Carey.
You would say that.
F the S out of Mariah Carey.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Is Die Hard a perfect action film?
Yes. Thank you. I knew it was going to be a switch up, and yes, it is. It is the model that for 30 years action movies were based on. This Christmas movie bullshit, it got so super saturated. So yes, it's a perfect action movie.
Last question. Besides me and Bruce Willis, who would have also made a good John McClane?
I don't know why you're throwing yourself into that mix.
I figured that was probably going to be your first answer.
You know who now, based off of one movie, who would make a good one now?
Here's what we're
based
saying.
off where action movies are now?
Answer now and then.
Now, Bob Odenkirk would be great because of Nobody.
Okay.
Fish out of water.
Yeah.
But he killed it in Nobody.
Okay.
And then back then, well, with the same kind of parameters as Bruce Willis, where it was like, because you know that's why it worked so well, because he was from Moonlighting.
Sure, but just who would have nailed it?
Let me think. It's a really hard question. Who back in like '89? Dennis Quaid could have been a good one.
Dennis Quaid
Or Kurt Russell.
Wow.
Kurt Russell.
That's
a good
been
one.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell would have. Yes.
And
I'm sure he was up for it, to be honest.
And that's the quick jerk, folks.
Woo! That might have been the longest quick jerk in the history of quick jerks.
You got some wrong there, Sean.
Let's get the
just
rundown.
Going back over. All I want for Christmas is
my two front teeth.
World peace. Best Christmas song of all time is that Tom Petty song. That's like, it's Christmas.
That actually, the one from Lethal Weapon?
Over again. Huh?
Christmas time again.
Best Christmas movie of all time is not A Christmas Story. It's probably The Santa Claus, which is the best thing that Tim Allen's ever done. Or gift cards an offensive gift. Depends on who's getting it for you.
So who gets them for you when they're offensive?
If it's somebody that's real close to you and they get you a gift card, it's kind of like, what the fuck? And then when should kids stop believing in Santa? When they have pubic hairs. Because my buddy...
It's a creepy parameter. Shouldn't those not be in the same basket together?
I shouldn't say.
Can you say an age
or
like a grade? Or
can I say something?
Yeah.
I regret it.
Yeah. Because
I immediately regret it.
Like Santa's not coming. Like what is Santa's coming to visit you at night and checking you on a... All right. No pubes? You get presents.
I mean, you just can't hit puberty and still believe in Santa Claus is what I'm saying. I just worded it wrong.
I'd say it's before that. Even though you want to try to protect your friend Colin, he was probably partially mentally fucked up from believing in Santa until he was 13 years old.
Parody these Christmas songs, that was just more of a creative exercise.
Yeah, I'm not very creative.
Although Jingle Bell Rock, a buddy did... one time when we were kids, had lick of my, stroke of my, suck of my cock, unzip me and strip me and show me you care. Don't be ripping on my pubic hair. So
well, there you go,
that
pubes.
was what one of my friends did. And
once again, that's what you think about at Christmas time, pubes.
And I just wrote down Santa Claus is coming to town just because coming can also be like a sexual thing in nature.
So that was more of a spelling more than a...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was just, coming in town. I don't know.
By the end of these quick jerks, I'm always like a racist, homophobic monster.
Yeah, at the end of them, sure. And then fuck, marry, kill. I would have went differently. I would have fucked Mariah Carey. I would have married Santa Claus, and I would have killed Jesus because he does have to die for our sins.
Oh, I didn't even think of that logic. But he already did die for our sins. So what happens again?
Then I'm killing him again because we've been fucking sinning ever since. we need another clean slate here.
Just to be sure.
Hey, Zeus. And is Die Hard the perfect action film? Yes, that's obvious. You nailed that. And besides myself and Bruce Willis, who would be a good John McClane? Then and now?
Then and now.
I think it's Arnold Schwarzenegger for both.
That's because you're like an insane Arnold Schwarzenegger fan.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not the right answer to the question.
No, then Rick Moranis and now Pete Davidson. But that's gonna be our quick jerk, folks.
Well,
I'm fucking excited to try to edit that.
It'll be. I'm sorry, buddy. It'll be a
Whatever.
It'll be a couple things.
I'm sick.
Speaking of homophobia, I want to play an old.
Oh, we're gonna end with the dude you like.
End with the dude you like this. I think just because.
Okay. After we get through some of your self tapes that you have in there
that you helped me out with.
Yeah,
here we go. Wait, hold on. You ready? This is an oldie.
So awkward.
People love it. We don't have to even put in a thing, but I'm always fascinated by this clip. Are you ready?
Oh, this is the best. You know what bums me out? Is
that guy, everybody has done that. Talked about this video.
He rips. He's awesome.
He's awesome, but he's had 10 years of notoriety from this viral moment.
And Daniel Tosh never did anything with him when his show was on, huh?
No, but he's been on shows saying that rappers and athletes have been in his DMs on Instagram trying to have sex with them.
Really?
Yeah, like he does lives where he's like, I don't want to have sex. You want to have sex with me, and they're actually fighting back and forth.
He is gay though, probably, right?
I would assume so. That was the whole point of that video, where it's like
kind of tough.
Yeah. But that's I knew you'd like that because it's a classic. You're right. It kind of melodically it goes well. Like he's a good, like if he wasn't doing what he was doing and he was just preaching, you'd be like, wow, this guy's legit.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. But then you listen to the content and you're like, oh, this guy's clearly trying to convince us and himself of something that's not true.
Absolutely.
That's such a fun one.
It's a good one.
Sean, the last thing I just want to bring up is that I had a moment recently, and I'm not sure if I told you about this, where I really stuck my foot in my mouth in my own apartment. And I'll tell you the story if you want to hear it.
Let's hear it.
In closing.
Yes.
Is that so my roommate has a bad shoulder.
Okay.
So he had to get surgery for it. So his health care was offering him some equipment to use for his shoulder recovery. And did I tell you this off screen?
Yep.
And a small, very nice Indian nurse brings up this chair for him to use. It's going to like stretch out his arm. He brings it up. We hear him struggling coming up the steps. Then he needs a hand moving it into the kitchen from me. Brandon can't do it because his shoulder's fucked up. So I help him carry it in, and I'm like, wow, this is so light. You know, how did he struggle bringing that up?
Tiny guy.
Thing? And then Dahlia, the dog, is like moseying out. She's such like an easygoing, chill dog. And he's like, get your dog, get the dog back in the room. And then
starts freaking.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ. And Dahlia like just slowly like changes course because she's scared of this guy and just walks calmly into the room. And he's like,
yeah.
So like 2 more times he has a little meltdown about the dog. Make sure the dog's in there. Make sure the dog's not coming out. Make sure the dog's not coming out. So I go back in the living room to work, and I'm working. Like 15 minutes go by, and
you're thinking the guy's gone.
I'm thinking the guy's gone, and my roommate comes in. And he says something to me, and I'm watching TV, and I'm like, guy was kind of a fucking pussy, huh? And he just, eyes get real wide, and he smiles like getting ready to die laughing. He goes, he's still in the room. And I had this moment, and I don't think that this, qualifies as necessarily a jerk store moment, but I was getting ready to say something like, oh yeah, this guy on the show, isn't he being a pussy?
Like to save it.
And instead I was like, nah, this is my apartment.
That's a new jerk star we can call that the shrug off.
The shrug off. It's like, yeah, fucking, it is what it is. If he would say something, I was like, I'm sorry. If he would confront me.
Right.
I didn't,
But he didn't.
He didn't say anything.
But he definitely heard you.
Yeah, but he didn't say anything because he's definitely a pussy.
Yeah, you're rather a large man. You're a tall guy, big guy. I could see him being like,
large man. That's what he meant. You meant tall. All right. Well, that is the so brand new jerks. I'm not sensitive, dude. It's just been a long fucking week, and I don't feel pretty. So thanks for bringing that up.
Do you want to do plugs?
Let's do plugs, baby. Ray Zawodni on all social media at Ray Zawodni. Instagram is where you will be seeing stand-up clips as well as the brand new jerks clips that you love. Go out there. We have like tons that are out there that you still need to fucking watch because you haven't been watching them and sharing with your friends.
And follow us on YouTube.
And follow us on YouTube. Subscribe there. Watch it. We have the full-length episodes. We have the segments pared down into clips if you're just looking for something quick and fun to watch. And then we also have our shorts out there. So please make sure to check us out. Tell your friends. Brand New Jerks are stronger, sillier, and better than ever. New segments. And Sean Donnelly, where can they find you?
You can find me at Shawny Time on Instagram. It's SeanyTime. And then if two nights after this episode comes out, you can see me at the Dojo of Comedy in it's at Tiff's, which is in I think Morris Plains, New Jersey. Yeah, we're gonna do karate and comedy at the same time. It's always that place is awesome. The room's awesome.
Sweet.
The guy who owns it is awesome. The food is amazing. So if you are in the New Jersey area and you want to come see me do comedy, it was gonna be me and Ray, but Ray can't make it unfortunately. But yeah, come to that show. Also, the following week, and I'll say this next week too, I will be at Governor's at McGuire's out in Bohemia in Long Island. So if you go to govs.com, you can get tickets. It's one show a night, easy peasy. Last minute, come check it out. And yeah, that's
Monday we'll be together. Monday.
Oh yes. Then if you're in the city, I got a lot of random little things set up. December 4th, come to the Fat Black. It's one of the Comedy Cellar rooms. Monday at 10:30. I know Mondays are rough, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be me. It's Shawnee, Donnelly, and friends. And this is one of the friends right here.
I'm a friend.
So you can see Ray Zawodni, Andrew Donnelly, no relation. Robbie Slowick, who's one of the funniest comics in the city, and the hilarious Carmen Lagala, who is an absolute killer. So come check that out. You can go to comedycellar.com for tickets for that. And yeah, that's it. That's everything.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.